So does anyone remember Delta Squad, since the last time we saw them was back in 2011, of them having a cameo in Season 3 of the Clone Wars? Well, if you remember the game Republic Commando, well, it doesn't hold up. Can I explain? Star Wars Republic Commando came out on February 28, 2005, developed by LucasArts, before Disney murdered it like Fox murdering Fives.
No, stay back! Don't do it, soldier! Get away from me! To the game.
When you start up the game on PC, don't move your mouse until you start playing the game, because in the middle of it starting up, the cursor took a shit ton of crack that it thinks it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Now before you type anything in the comments, no. Lowering the mouse sensitivity doesn't help, it only slows the gameplay part. So if you want to change anything in the settings, just use the arrow keys. Speaking of settings, just a heads up that there are some things that you may want to change with the controls, particularly aim, crouch, and throw a grenade. I will never understand why in old games C was for crouch and why the hell was said aim. And sadly you're stuck with aim lock. Likely a number of you are going to accidentally throw a grenade many times because it's right click. But moving on from the controls, unless you already skipped to this part. The game takes place between Episode 2 and Episode 3 timeline. There are 3 campaigns: Geonosis, Prosecutor, and Kashyyyk. You play as Boss, the leader of Delta Squad. Your team members are Scorch, Fixer, and Sev. They're meant to be an expert of things, however in game it doesn't look like they are an expert of anything, since they don't do things faster or with Sev do more damage. But all 4 of them have a different personality that one of them would be your favorite. Scorch makes witty comments, would banter with Sev, and would ask to become leader when you're down.
Something nailed the leader. Can I be in charge now?
Sev is a fierce warrior but have a grim sense of humor. Fixer follows things by the book, calling his brothers by their numbers rather than nicknames. He would often chastise Scorch and Sev when the 2 start bantering during the mission. Boss doesn't speak much unless it is to give an order, but it seems like when he's by himself, he would speak in observation. The 4 have some very nice design and of them looking very different from one another. Sev have blood red that is confused with real blood that would give one to think that he's a psychopath. The Commando have 2 weapons, or 4 I should say. That is because the primary weapon is the DC-17M, changing it from a blaster to a sniper rifle to a grenade launcher. The other is a DC-15S sidearm blaster, and since the game isn't kinda with giving ammo, you are going to use it a lot. But you are able to get a 3rd weapon from certain enemies you kill. At least it's somewhat kind to you with that. Would have been a lot better that enemies you kill would drop ammo. When you start a new game, you're a baby, and you can wiggle your arms. The start is pretty much a longer first-person cutscene with being able to move your head around. When the longer cutscene is over, you start the Geonosis campaign, then after that it's Prosecutor campaign, and then last the Kashyyyk campaign. Yeah, there isn't anything special about these campaign, and the game is basically to show the clone commandos. Unless you want to say that shooting from ATTE for a moment is. But the game is just point A to point B of 3 campaigns. There isn't any alternative way to do things. There isn't any other solo mode like survival or anything that would get you to play again. The other Star Wars game that came out the same year, the original Battlefront 2, have done a much better job with getting people wanting to play it again and again. This does the opposite. You would be so frustrated with the game that you would keep it away like it's the bubonic plague. And why do I say this about a beloved game that have very positive reviews on Steam? That those over there will crucify me, and other people as well? Well, your weapons are weak that you would think throwing your own feces would do more damage. Hell, even a shotgun doesn't do much besides needing to take 2 shots on smaller enemies like battle droids. Your team are weak and literally everyone wants your dick. All the heavy and elite enemies would fuck all 4 of you in the dick hole. And your teammates really want that since they just let the Geonosian elite kill them without getting out of their line of sight. And in the Prosecutor campaign, you would be by yourself in the most part of the mission, without anyone to revive you, and you will die a lot. Don't believe me? Well, here's some clips.
Man, we might need another Delta lead. Sir, you okay?
Boss dies so quickly that I have to change it to easy because it seems like the developers accidentally made a normal hard. And thank God I did that, because if I and my teammates fought a bunch of super battle droids and have to take out its dispenser, I would be throwing my hair into the parts bin. And whatever you do, keep your squad group up, because they just love going somewhere else or to hug a super battle droid. But I'm pretty sure that is because they are handy-capable. Now, there are some good things in the game that can be used in other FPS games. Since you play as the leader, you can give commands to your squad members. You can order them to group up, defend a particular position, focus on a single target, and do whatever they want. If you see a symbol at a particular spot, you can order one of them to go over there to use a particular weapon. You can also order them to place a detonator and hack into things. You can also do those yourself, but do you really want to trust an AI to cover your ass? And besides from having great characters within the game and all white textures, there isn't anything else that is good. So this older game doesn't hold up. You would be raging a lot and you have to keep an eye on your teammates 24/7. I cannot understand why this is so preyed on the Steam store, unless they also turn it on easy difficulty. But maybe the game is like this because me and others who don't recommend it are playing it on Windows 7 and higher, because the OS requirements are Windows 7, XP, and Vista. However, since it is on Steam and can be updated, that excuse doesn't work because Battlefront 2, Empire at War, Knights of the Old Republic, and me typing those in the tags would like to disagree. I don't recommend it, and it gets a cup of Delta Squad tombstone.